Hi friends, my name is Sushil and welcome to my channel Beef Innovative. In today's session, we will be discussing about the long-term investment strategy which I follow. And I hope this video will be helpful for the people who are very recently come into the stock market, and also to the people who are finding it very difficult to understand when the investment should be done in stocks and how to manage a particular portfolio. So just a disclaimer, and in this particular video, I will not be talking about any of the stocks that I'm holding in my portfolio. So in case you are very much interested to know which stocks I'm holding in my portfolio, and you would like to get to know more about such stocks, I would request you to go to the Telegram groups that I have mentioned in the description, and you can be part of that particular groups, and we do regular discussions there and come out with latest trends and future trends as well. There you will find very good experienced investors. So I hope you can join there, and you can get to know more details about the stocks. So actually, before I came up with this particular investment strategy. This is a very common strategy many of them follow, but I just thought like I'll just come up with a video so that it can be helpful for the many of the investors who have come into the stock market, and they can start building their portfolio accordingly. Okay, so there was a time when I was holding more than 30 stocks in the portfolio, and I was finding it very difficult for me to handle those particular portfolio with more than 30 stocks. Basically because I had to continuously read their annual reports and the what is happening in their particular management. I had to keep gathering their news for all the stocks, and it was very difficult for me with very limited time that was available with me. Okay, so I had continuous discussion with experienced investors. Uh, so after having the discussions and after reading a lot, uh, I started selling off the stocks that I thought like is not worth in my portfolio. Okay, so I started selling it off, and then I came to a situation where I was having very less number of stocks, and then I started building my portfolio from there. Okay, so that's what I'm going to discuss about in this particular video. So how many stocks that I'm holding, and how the stocks are segregated, and what is the strategy followed in investment for those particular stocks. Okay, so let's begin. So this is my summary of my portfolio for the long-term investment. Okay, so total number of stocks that I currently hold in my portfolio is 10. Okay, so that 10 is the apt number that people refer to. Okay, so from 30 I reduced it to 10. Okay, so there are two kinds of stocks in my portfolio. Okay, one is compounders and other one is potential multi-baggers. So first I'll talk about compounders. Okay, so compounders are those stocks which are majorly the large cap companies, and probably those are the market leaders in their segment. So I have 5 compounders in my portfolio. So that itself becomes 5 large cap companies which are there in my portfolio, and these are the market leaders in their corresponding segments. Okay, so I'm not revealing the stock name, but I can say like, okay, maybe one of them is finance, and other one is retail, so FMCG, like that. So okay, so we have 5 market leaders which are there in my portfolio, and in which I do monthly investment as SIP. Okay, so in the compounder segment, what happens is that irrespective of what are maybe the market condition, okay, whether the market is going at a very high valuation or whether the market is at a very beaten down and is at a lower valuation, I do my SIP on a regular basis. Okay, so the SIP will keep continuing, and it will continue irrespective of whether what are the market conditions are. Okay, so that is how it happens with the compounders. So compounders are market leaders, so I am not very much worried about their uh, current state of share value, whether it is a share value is high or share value is less. I just keep investing on a regular basis every month. Okay, so that's what happens with compounders. Okay, now going to the potential multi-baggers. So potential multi-baggers, I have total number of stocks in, that is 5. So 5 potential multi-baggers I have in my portfolio, and this can be mid cap or the small cap. Okay, so these are like the new budding companies which are in the phase of aggressive growth. Okay, so these are like high risk companies. It can flourish and it can become a very good company in the future, or it is also possible that it can go down and it can hit the stop loss and I have to sell it off. So these are potential multi-baggers. So you can mark this name as potential multi-baggers because it can give a very good multi-bagger return, multi-fold return in future. Okay, and that is why I've given it as potential multi-baggers. So these are either mid caps or small caps. Okay, so in these stocks I will not do any SIP. So I will not do SIP for this particular stock. So I just buy at a specific support level and I keep it in my portfolio, and I just keep it there until it reaches my next support level, or if that particular stocks fall from my current level a certain percentage. Okay, only in these circumstances I will add additional shares into my portfolio. Okay, so it's not like the compounders where I add this particular stock on a every monthly basis. Okay, so that's the difference between the compounders and the potential multi-baggers. So I will repeat, I will not do any SIP in this potential multi-bagger stock. What I do is like I understand what is a support level for that particular stock, and I start investing from that support level. Okay, that is one situation. And second situation is that if that particular stocks falls from a certain percentage from my current holding level, okay, for example, if I'm holding a stock at 100 rupees and if it falls maybe 5% or maybe 10%, then I will add a limited number of quantities again. Okay, so I'll just try to average it, and I'll also try to maintain a long-term stop loss. Okay, I'll try to maintain long-term stop loss, and if that particular stock hits that long-term stop loss, then I will just sell it off. So that's what happens with potential multi-baggers, where I try to maintain the long-term stop loss. Compounders, I will not maintain any stop loss because it's a market leaders and it's a compounding thing. So every monthly basis I'll just keep on doing SIP. But for potential multi-baggers, I do keep a stop loss, that long-term stop loss. And if that particular long-term stop loss is hit, maybe 1 or 2 trading sessions, then I'll just sell that particular stock, and I'll just remove that particular stock from my portfolio. Because that's what happens with potential multi-baggers. So it's a simple strategy that I follow, but I just thought like I'll just put it into the video so that people are able to understand, and if they want, they can just follow this particular strategy. Okay, I hope you are able to follow this particular strategy, and you found this video helpful. And as I said earlier, if you want to know the stocks which are very much good for future, and you want to be part of the discussions that are happening in the stock market, you can join our 3 Telegram groups that I mentioned in the description. One is Pfinnovity, and second one is KOV Telegram, and third one is Investor Malayalam. Okay, so you can be part of this particular Telegram groups, and you can get ample information about the stocks and latest trends. Okay, and I hope this video was helpful for you. Please share, subscribe, and share this particular video with your friends. And thank you so much, and happy investing.